Good morning, dear students. I am Ms. Navida Sheikh from Brahan Mumbai Mahanagar Palika MCGM virtual class. I welcome all my dear students to another and interesting session. In today's session, we'll be learning something new and interesting from a science textbook. So let's get started. Good morning, dear students. I am Ms. Navida Sheikh from MCGM virtual class. I welcome all my 8th standard students to another and interesting session for your science class. Now in today's class we will be learning a new chapter from your science textbook, that is composition of matter. You have already learned what is matter in your previous standards, right? So let us quickly revise about that and let us get in detail about what exactly the matter is made up of. Now what are the various states of matter that you have learned? Let us understand, quickly revise about that. We have learned that there are three states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. These are the three states that are known to us up till now. Okay. We have learned their properties, how a solid, why it is solid, why a liquid can flow, why a gas can also flow and cannot be and does not have a definite shape. We have learned all this, right? So let's answer a few more questions. Now, on the basis of the physical states of matter can be classified as solids, liquid and gas. Example: rock, cold drink, CNG cylinder, table, glass, cup, book, cooking oil, milk, juice, etc. Now you can also classify them in your notebooks if you want, as to what is a rock. Is it a solid, liquid or gas? Make 3 columns and classify the given examples as solid, liquid and gas. Okay. So let us answer one more question, that is, what is the difference in ice, water and steam? Now we know that ice, water and steam are all same thing, right? But their state is different. Now, ice is also made up of water, like water is water, and steam is also water which has turned into vapor. Okay? So now when I talk about changing state of matter, means if I am giving heat to solid ice, it will turn into liquid, that is water. If this water that is in liquid state, if I further heat it, it will go into the gaseous state, right? अब ये गैस को अगर मैं ठंडा करती हूँ, स्टीम को अगर हम लोग कूल डाउन करते हैं, it will turn again into a liquid. हम लोग देखते हैं ना water droplets form होते हैं. Next, this liquid, if I freeze it, okay, if I freeze it, it will again turn into solid. So this is a reversible change that you see in ice just because of the give and take of heat from one condition to the other. Now, what are the smallest particle of matter called? Now, if you crack open something, okay, if you just keep on breaking it down further and further and further, you will find that it will break into a very small particle. ठीक है, लास्ट पार्टिकल वो सबसे छोटा होगा जिसे हम लोग तोड़ नहीं सकते. Now that smallest particle of matter is atom. We have learned about it, right? If this spoon, it is a solid, if you keep on further breaking it down, you will find that there are small tiny particles which are present, which cannot be further broken down. So matter is made up of particles which are in constant motion. Remember this also, okay? Now what are the smallest particle of matter called? Now if you take a wooden piece, हम लोग के घर में अगर काम होता है, if there's a furniture being made in your house, you will notice that वो जब wood को हम लोग घसते हैं तो उसमें से fine powder निकलता है. तो means the wood log is made from small tiny particles, right? Now if I further break those particles, I will get the smallest particle called as the atom. ठीक है? This atom, if you further break it down, you will get electrons, protons, neutrons, right? Now this all you have learned in your previous chapter, that is inside an atom. So I hope that you remember it. ठीक है, अगर आप लोगों को नहीं याद है तो you all can go back to that video, watch that video, get some basic knowledge and understand this. Okay, so which is the smallest particle of matter? It is the atom. Atom को भी further divide कर सकते हैं into electrons, protons, neutrons. Now as I told you that every substance that is solid, whether it is a liquid or it is a gas, they are made up of particles or atoms which are having a bond amongst themselves. एक दूसरे से वो attached है. How are they attached? They are attached by an intermolecular force of attraction which acts between the particles, that is the atoms or the molecules of matter. The extent of the particle movement is determined by the strength of its force. मतलब वो particles जो है वो किस तरीके से move होंगे वो force decide करता है. ठीक है, तो हर एक state के अंदर ये force अलग है. ठीक है. Now in solid you can see it is different. You can see the liquids moving differently and you can see the gas particles also how they are moving freely. Let's understand about that also in detail. That brings us to understanding what exactly is a solid. Now we have learned the three states. The first one that we are learning is solid. Okay. Now a solid state, if we look around, we find many things around us which are having rigid and have definite shape. Means उसका shape easily बदल नहीं सकता अपने आप से. And volume and does not change their shape very easily. They are called solids. Like if you have your wooden chair, ये एक solid है, इसको हम लोग easily change नहीं कर सकते. ठीक है, इसका shape अपने आप से change हो सकता है या हम लोग हमारे हाथ की मदद से इसे change कर सकते हैं? No, right? Even if you take a glass, the steel glass, it does not change its shape and you cannot, the volume also doesn't change. So that are called as solids. Even if you're reading this content on your laptops or your mobile phone, it is also one of the example of solid, right? हमारे सामने जो phone है, हम लोग के सामने जो अगर laptops है, तो ये भी solid state ही है because इसका भी shape change नहीं हो रहा है, ये जैसा है वैसा ही है. Now let's understand a few characteristics of solid. It has a fixed shape and definite volume. Okay. It cannot be compressed. मतलब हम लोग उसे press करके इसे दबा नहीं सकते. Like if you have a pillow, pillow को अगर हम लोग compress करना चाहेंगे तो वो दब जाएगा. But अगर हम लोग laptop को दबाना चाहेंगे तो क्या इसका shape बदल जाएगा दबाकर? नहीं. So it cannot be compressed. It has high density. Means इसके अंदर जो particles है, they are very closely packed to each other. इसके वजह से उसके अंदर high density है. It does not flow. जैसे water flow होता है, solids cannot flow. They are placed in a place, they will be there only. They cannot move or flow. Solids have minimum space in their particles. So if you see in this picture, you will see that the particles are not moving freely. They are just moving in their own place. They are attached to each other with the intermolecular space very tightly. The solids have strongest force of attraction between the particles. The movement of particles is minimum in solid. Let's move on to the next substance, that is the liquid. Now, if you notice the particles here, they are very different from that of the solids, right? So, let us first see a few examples. What is a solid? What is a liquid? The liquid, if you take 100 ml of water in a glass and transfer the same in a dish and measure the quantity, it will be the same. अगर हम लोग glass bottle में से वही same amount glass में भी डालेंगे तो वो उतना ही रहेगा, बढ़ेगा नहीं. ठीक है, but उसका shape change हो रहा है. ये सुनो, पहले वो bottle के shape में था, अब वो glass के shape में आ रहा है. So it is very different from that of the solid state. But water will acquire the shape of the container. Hence, we can conclude that liquid has the definite volume but no fixed shape. So, liquids have fixed volume. मतलब अगर हम लोग glass के अंदर जो पानी, if I have 100 ml of water, if I put it in a plate, if I put it in a bottle, if I put it in a glass, वो 100 ml का 100 ml ही रहेगा. मतलब वॉल्यूम उसकी सेट है, वो वॉल्यूम नहीं बदलती है शेप के साथ में, बट इट डज नॉट हैव अ प्रॉपर शेप बिकॉज द पार्टिकल्स हियर, ठीक है, because of the particles. Let's understand about the characteristics of the particles in the liquid state. They have fixed volume but no fixed shape. They cannot be compressed much. See, there is the word stating much, but that means it can be compressed to a certain extent. All right. It is moderate to high density. It flows easily. As you can see, water. You have so many liquid examples in your house also. Juice, oil, milk, water. These are all examples of liquid and you must have seen how easily they flow. A liquid has little more space between the particles. Here you can see the particles are moving little more freely as compared to that of the solids. The force of attraction between particles are little weak in liquids. Okay, why are the particles moving? Because the force of attraction between the particle is weak. The movement of particles are more in liquid. Here you can see how they are moving. They are moving little more easily than that in liquids. So I hope liquid state is clear to you all. Let's understand the next interesting matter, that is a gas. Now here if you see the example, here you can see the particles moving very freely, right? So let's understand. A cylinder is filled by gas. हम लोग के घर में जो LPG का सिलेंडर हम लोग यूज करते हैं वो गैस से भरा हुआ होता है, या फिर बलून है हमारे यहाँ पर जो हम लोग एयर ब्लो करते हैं उसके अंदर. When the same gas is filled in balloons, hundreds of balloons can be filled with the same gas in cylinder. Hence, we conclude that gases are compressible and can change their shape and volume easily. Means हम लोग ने अगर you must have noticed के एक जब बलून वाला आता था पहले, nowadays because of lockdown you cannot see such people, but हम लोग के यहाँ पर normally you must have seen के there is a person who sells balloon. अब वो जो बलून बेचता है तो उसके पास एक सिलेंडर होता है जिससे वो बहुत सारे बलून्स को फिल कर सकता है, right? You must have seen that. Everybody can relate to that example. So उतने से सिलेंडर से वो बहुत सारे बलून्स फिल कर सकता है. दैट मीन्स वो सिलेंडर के अंदर बहुत सारा गैस दबाकर भरा गया था. ओके, सो दैट मीन्स यू कैन कंप्रेस द गैस इजीली. सो लेट अस गेट टू अंडरस्टैंड अबाउट द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ गैस. नाउ गैस हैज नो फिक्स्ड शेप नॉर फिक्स्ड वॉल्यूम. मतलब उसका कोई फिक्स्ड शेप नहीं है, कोई फिक्स्ड वॉल्यूम नहीं है. इट कैन, अगर उसे कॉम्प्रेस करेंगे तो वो ज्यादा भी हो, मतलब उसके अंदर हम लोग ज्यादा भर सकते हैं कोई भी कंटेनर के अंदर. ठीक है, यू मस्ट हैव नोटिस व्हेन यू ड्रिंक सॉफ्ट ड्रिंक्स, जब हम लोग सॉफ्ट ड्रिंक्स पीते हैं तो लिक्विड के अंदर एक्चुअली गैस डाला जाता है. ठीक है, दैट इज द कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस विच इज फिल्ड कॉम्प्रेस्ड इनटू द लिक्विड in order to get that fizz. हम लोग जब खोलते हैं बॉटल तो हम लोगों को आवाज जो आती है वो गैस भरी हुई होती है उसके अंदर. ठीक है, it can be compressed easily. It has very low density. It means it is very light in weight. It flows easily as compared, you must have noticed हमारे आसपास में जो air, हम लोग जो air feel करते हैं, that is nothing but gas. So you can see how easily the air flows. So all gases can flow easily. The space, why is this possible? Because the space between the particle is maximum in gas. ठीक है, you all can see particles के बीच में जो space है वो maximum है, सबसे ज्यादा है as compared to liquids and solids. The force of attraction between the particles is negligible in gas. Means इसके अंदर जो particles के बीच में जो gap है ये negligible force है उसके अंदर. ठीक है, इसीलिए वो gap उतना ज्यादा दिखाई देता है हम लोगों को. The movement of particles is maximum in gas. तो इसीलिए because of the force being very less, the force of attraction being very less between the particles can move easily throughout the container. Okay, maximum होता है movement of particle in the gas. Now let's understand the characteristics of the state of matter in a tabular form: solid, liquid and gas. The solids have definite shape and volume. Liquids do not have a definite shape but they have a definite volume. Okay, so liquids attain the shape of the vessel in which they are kept. Gaseous states, gases have neither a definite shape nor a definite volume. They are, solids are incompressible, means you cannot press a wooden log with your hand and you cannot compress it. ठीक है, हम लोग उसे दबा नहीं सकते, so it is incompressible. Whereas when I talk about liquid, it is compressible to a small extent, and gases are highly compressible. I've explained you all the example of the gases which are filled in the cylinders. There is little space between the particles of solid. ठीक है, पार्टिकल्स के बीच में जो स्पेस है बहुत कम है सॉलिड्स के अंदर, इसीलिए वो शेप रिटेन करते हैं, शेप उनका जैसा है वैसा ही रहता है. These particles have greater space between them in liquids, and in gas the space between gas particle is the greatest. सबसे ज्यादा होता है स्पेस उसमें. These particles attract each other very strongly, इसीलिए ये एक दूसरे से इतने closely packed हैं. The force of attraction between liquid particle is less than solid particles, and when I talk about gas, the force of attraction is least between gaseous particles. ठीक है, दोनों के बीच में जो particles के बीच में जो force of attraction है सबसे कम gas में होता है, इसीलिए वो इतना easily flow कर सकते हैं. Particles of solid cannot move freely. Why? Because the force of attraction is very strong, तो वो flow करने के लिए उनके पास जगह ही नहीं होती. ठीक है, whereas liquid, these particles move freely, and when I talk about gas, gaseous particles are in continuous random motion. Alright, this much is clear. If you want to learn the characteristics of solid, liquid and gas, you can just take down this table and understand this, and it is very easy to learn also. ठीक है, learn it like this, so it will be there in your mind for a longer period of time. If you compare things and learn, then it will stay for a longer time. ठीक है, एक एक करके पढ़ेंगे तो इतने जल्दी याद नहीं रहेगा. अगर तीनों को हम लोग कंपेयर करके पढ़ेंगे तो ज्यादा देर तक याद रहेगा. Let us classify the matter. This brings us to a very interesting part, that is classification of matter. Now matter is classified as two types basically. Pure substances, जिसके अंदर कोई एक single type of atom या molecule present होता है. Mixture, which is as the name suggests mixture, दो तीन चीजों को mix करके बनाया जाता है, तो उसे हम लोग mixture कहते हैं. Today we'll be learning about pure substances, that is element and compound. Okay, so let us understand more about this element and compound. Previously in your previous standards also you have learned how the matter is classified as elements, compounds and mixtures. Okay, so that is not new to you, but let us quickly revise and learn something additional to what is an element and what is a compound. Now first let us understand about elements. We have learned about helium atoms, oxygen molecules. How are they called? Why are they called as element? An element is a substance made from only one type of atom. For example, oxygen is an element made up only oxygen atoms. To understand this better, let us see how the atoms behave. Every element is made up of atoms. Atoms are the smallest pieces that can exist in an element. You will need to put millions of atoms together to get an element of about half millimeter in size. So you can imagine एक half millimeter के अंदर कितने सारे elements present होते होंगे. An atom is made up of electrons, protons and neutrons. So this brings us to another part, that is compound. Now we have learned about elements. It is very simple to understand. Let us learn about compound. That is also very simple. Now here a compound is a substance made from two or more elements. Now remember पहले elements था, पहले atoms थे. Atoms से elements बनते हैं और elements से two or more element. It could be same, it could be different. Okay, it could be two elements, it could be three elements, depending upon the compound that we're talking about. A compound is a substance made from two or more elements that have reacted chemically with each other. Mixture are different. ठीक है, mixture के अंदर में भी दो तीन चीजें mix होती है, but वो physically they are mixed together. But when I'm talking about compound, compound के अंदर दो चीजें chemically mix हो रही है, means they are forming a new substance which cannot be separated. Okay, so the elements in the compound cannot be separated by physical means. मतलब हम लोग उसे हाथ से अलग नहीं कर सकते. Examples are there on the screen. You can see water compound. जो हम लोग पानी पीते हैं वो किस चीज से बने हैं? They are made up of hydrogen atoms, two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom. So altogether, how many different elements have we used here? Two elements, hydrogen and oxygen. When they combine together chemically, they form water compound, which is altogether a different substance. Yes or no? हाइड्रोजन की प्रॉपर्टी अलग है, ऑक्सीजन की प्रॉपर्टी अलग है, बट ये दोनों जब साथ में आते हैं तो एक नई चीज बनती है जो है वाटर, और उसकी प्रॉपर्टी भी बिल्कुल अलग होती है. So water is a compound. It is written as H2O. This means it is a chemical bond of two elements, hydrogen and oxygen. It is written as H2O because there are two atoms of hydrogen, making it a hydrogen molecule bonding with one atom of oxygen. Now let's see another example, sodium chloride, that is the salt that we use in our house. Sodium is very dangerous. You cannot keep it like this only in the room. It has to be kept inside kerosene. Okay, it is so flammable. So sodium and chlorine both are very different substances which are very dangerous if they are kept used alone. But when you combine them together, they form sodium chloride, which is salt which we use in our house in every item that we cook. So you can imagine how the compounds, how the chemical changes are taking place between these two elements, and they are forming a new compound which is altogether a different substance, right? So I hope the concept of compound is now clear to all my students. Now remember a few things. Note that there are so many ways that molecules of elements join together, forming millions of compounds. All compounds are molecules, but not all molecules are compound. Now do not get confused. As I told you that elements they combine together to form a compound. Okay? Or molecules of elements they join together to form forming millions of compounds. Remember, all compounds are molecules, but not all molecules are compound. Okay, so molecules are different and compounds are different. It is also important to note that compounds do not have necessarily look like the elements that it formed of. जैसे कि मैंने example दी थी of sodium chloride, how both are very different, and when they form a substance that is altogether a different thing. Compounds are usually a result of a chemical reaction or bond, which means that they are entirely new material. For example, hydrogen and oxygen elements are both gases. ठीक है, ऑक्सीजन भी गैस है, हाइड्रोजन भी गैस है, but after bonding together chemically they form water which is liquid at room temperature. So it is such a fascinating thing, right? So another good example is iron sulfide, a compound formed by bonding two elements, iron and sulfur. Iron is silvery grey and can be attracted to a magnet, right? Sulfur is yellow and cannot be attracted to a magnet. Everybody has used a magnet. We have learned in magnetism कि हम लोग आयन को अगर मैग्नेट के पास आएंगे तो it will attract it. But sulfur एक powder होता है, ठीक है? It cannot be attracted by a magnet. In this chemical bond, sulfur and iron are mixed up and heated. The result is a compound that is iron sulfide, which is black and not attracted to magnets. The above is a diagram of the compound formed. Okay, so iron and sulfur, when they are combined together chemically, the bond which is formed between them, it gives rise to another new substance, that is iron sulfide, which is altogether different from the iron and sulfur. The reactants which were used and the product is very different because of the chemical reaction. Okay, so I hope the compound part is clear to all my students. Now let's quickly revise and see in this picture as to what you remember. Elements contain only one kind of atom, like helium है तो उसमें हीलियम का ही एटम होगा, बहुत सारे हीलियम के एटम्स मिलके एक एलिमेंट बनाएंगे हीलियम का. सेम वे ऑक्सीजन, if I have oxygen, there are two oxygen atoms which are combining together to form one element of oxygen, that is O2. The next one is compound. Compound, we learned that it contains two or more kinds of elements or atoms in order to form a compound, like water. Every time remember this simple example of water which will help you to understand compounds. ठीक है, एलिमेंट्स के लिए याद रखने के लिए कोई भी एलिमेंट आप लोग याद रख सकते हो, लाइक ऑक्सीजन है, हाइड्रोजन है, हीलियम है, विच एवर एलिमेंट दैट यू लाइक. जस्ट रिमेंबर दोज एग्जाम्पल एंड राइट अबाउट दैट. अगर आप लोग एग्जाम्पल को ध्यान में रख के लिखोगे उसके बारे में तो आप लोगों को ज्यादा याद भी रहेगा और इट विल लास्ट फॉर अ लॉन्गर पीरियड ऑफ टाइम इन योर माइंड. So I hope with this part of the chapter is understood to you all. In the next coming period, we'll be learning something new and interesting. Till then, thank you. If you liked our session, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel so that you can share and view the videos that we had today for you. And please do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you remain updated with all the latest videos that we'll be making for our dear students. I hope this session was quite useful to you. In the next coming period, we'll learn something new and interesting. Till then, thank you.